Now a little bit about interface elements. Here you have menus. You can close the menus by roll out on top through the red arrow. No matter what option menu you open, it's always the same thing. Every interface element you can open as option box by right click or control click on a Mac. Here you have an options box about this slider, for example. You can set smoothness, how fast the slider reacts. You can set minimum and maximum, trigger time, and so on. I will get to this later. First of all, just an overview. So we have two different kinds of sliders. This one, for example, is the image frequency. It represents the frequency of this image being pulled to the texture. You can set high and low. You can also use a random trigger, not a time interval trigger, which it is right now. You could set this in this box here. Trigger, random, and now it's a random trigger. The other sort of slider is a value slider. For example, here the blend that represents when an image is pulled onto the texture with how much opacity it's getting copied onto the texture. To set a certain value to a slider, you can see in the machine dialog up here the value that it is right now. And when it's red, you can type in a value, for example 100. It will show up in the machine dialog, and with enter you can set this value to this slider that is red right now, numeric input. Here you have a menu. The texture size, for example, is another interface element. You click on it and you get a selection, for example 32, and now the texture size is 32. If you want to try out values, you just hold the shift key and the menu will not go away when you click. So now 16 or 256. And when you're satisfied with your picking, you just let go. You have colors here. You can set different colors. For example, this one is the foreground color of the image that's been put on the texture. Here that's a button. Use source alpha. For example, when your image has an alpha channel, you can set this one to on or off. It's just a simple button. And you have kick buttons. Save this texture, for example, and then you could save it.